What does it mean to be a man? By God's power, man was created. His promise to this earth was stated. You see, defined in the Bible, manhood is a functional reality, not demonstrated in partiality, but it demands full fulfillment of responsibility. Manhood, a concept so washed up by fake cologne, dressed up to the nines, bragging about how the ladies are so fine, all this big talk with no backbone. You see, what we learn on TV only helps us to get STDs, and at the end of the day, all we ever feel is alone. What is real manhood? Let me first tell you what it's not. It's not pornography, it's not profanity, it's not sexual harassment, it's not verbal abuse, it's not stealing, it's not lying. Manhood is not engaging in sexual promiscuity, making promises you can't keep, running away from the problems you've created, leaving them all unsolved in a heap. You see, in the 21st century, what has replaced true manhood is a shame. But really, we as men are the only ones to blame. You see, we'll hold to what we want, not ever trying to be nonchalant. We become so selfish to the point where we'll find a woman, start this thing, and act childish to put on the ring. There's no commitment. We look to make love out of lust in the darkness where we walk, not realizing that we're walking down this road of destruction. Now, I know society teaches us that as men we can do our own thing, we can rely on our own strength, but the thing is, when we do that, we keep moving on so blindly. Now, saying this might be alarming, but no king was saved by the strength of his own army. What is real manhood? Real manhood is full subjugation to the will of God. Forget what society tells you. Let me just reiterate what the Bible tells you. The Bible says that real manhood is sacrifice and selfless love. It's loyal, courageous, tender, and trusting. You see, society teaches us that good boys are placed last, but let me just tell you, that's a stupid, sick joke from the past. And before you get on to me, let me tell you how it ought to be. You see, it was God, not man, who designed the blueprint for manhood. So just lay down your pride and let's see how God exactly teaches us to treat the bride. To explain this, we have two men on opposite spectrums, both the works of God, yet one fully denied himself while the other lived for himself. One let the Spirit of God lead him, while the other let the flesh lead him. In Adam, we have a man taking no responsibility and blaming his wife Eve for the apple which he ate. In Adam, we have a man showing no act of courage, valor, or stability, and because of sin, falling short of his true ability. But in Jesus, we have a man laying down his life, his fear, and his emotions. In Jesus, we have a man making the well-being of others his primary devotion. Real masculinity is growing out of sinful distortions and finding its true nature in a form of love, not self-assertion. But you see, as men in a state of denial, we forget our God-given duty because we're too busy stuck playing that game, Call of Duty. What is real manhood? If you want to know what it means to be a real man, don't look to me. Read your word and live it out. But just remember, in the heart of every true man's real masculinity is Jesus.